The mood like in the Daily Mail newsroom?
Dan, I completely agree with Christine Hamilton. We just thought she'd go on forever. And it's heartbreaking she's gone. Look, she's 96, in extraordinary innings. She is the most remarkable monarch. She is Elizabeth the Great, because when she came to the throne in 1952, she was 25. She hadn't expected to be queen when she was a young girl, of course, because of course there was the great abdication crisis. And when she became queen, Britain was virtually a white country, male dominated, but she's adapted, and she's just bent a little bit here and a little bit there, but she's been a constant, hasn't she? She's been the one thread which has stayed constant in our lives, and she's almost like she's the great mother figure, the source of strength, the great stay. But I don't think it's ever been quite the same for her since she lost Prince Philip. And that was heartbreaking for her, and none of us can ever forget the images of her at the funeral when, of course, she had to sit apart from her family. We now know a bit more, don't we, that we think she died in the middle of the afternoon. The Prime Minister was told at 4:30. I don't think all the members of the royal family got there in time to be by her side. My understanding is she died peacefully. There was clearly a vascular issue going on. Dan, you could see that from what was the bruise on her hand when she met the Prime Minister just a couple of days ago. There's talk there was a fall. We don't know. Did the fall precipitate what happened next, or did she fall because something else had happened? I don't know. No point in speculating because we don't know. And knowing the royal family, they probably won't tell us. But it is the age of the second Elizabethan era. I can't imagine what it's like to say he as opposed to she when we're talking about our monarch. It's because I'm 60 and I've known nothing else. My mother and father, not long married, slept outside Buckingham Palace overnight. My mum was already pregnant. For the coronation, they caught one brief glimpse of a silver coach as it dashed by. My mother said it was one of the most memorable moments in her life. That's the impact she's had on so many of us. And look at the people queuing outside Buckingham Palace and at Balmoral. It's pouring with rain, but we're British, and we're going to do the right thing by our wonderful monarch, who's no longer with us.
And I